What's going on, Lucky Gamers? So, bruh, Reverse is having an anniversary, and that live stream was insane. I'm still working on editing and getting everything, but we're going to be looking at the 1.9 PV to kind of have everything summarized of what was happening, right? What's going on with the anniversary. For those of you who play in CN, you're very excited. For those of you who are in global, you're thinking, okay, what can I expect? What do I need to do with my account going forward? Right? So let's really talk about it. All right, guys, I almost forgot. So the video has a song in it that put hella copyrights on my channel. And a lot of you know I don't like just re-uploading the video on my channel. I know people do, but that's just me. I just don't like doing that. So I'm going to pretty much go through the video. We're going to talk about each piece. I completely forgot. I can't really react to the video because I'm not trying to get flagged. So I'm just going to have it muted, right? But let's go into the nitty gritty. So the video is going to be a little shorter, honestly, but let's really talk about it. So they kind of, in the beginning parts of this video, you could definitely check it out. I'll have the link. They're kind of really going over like what's going on in the story. I'm not going to spoil that for you guys. The storm, it's affecting a lot of different characters, right? And so it's really great. Is all I could say. So there was, though, a specific moment, which I'm still going to upload, where everybody went crazy because of the character reveal. Lucy, right? Lucy got revealed. She is an intellect character. She's going to be what looks like an intellect DPS. She's looking really good. Really, really good. Just design wise, I was not expecting this. This was absolutely wild, right? And she has what seems to be a somewhat complicated kit, and she's going to be limited. Let me just say that. She's going to be limited, so a very similar banner experience to like Junyoung-Z, right? We have Kakanya. She is from 1.7, so a lot of you might not know her, but she was an NPC character. She was intellect in the story, but they made her plant, which is really interesting, right? And again, I apologize for not having the volume. I know there's probably not copyrights parts on this, but I just don't want to be flagged at all, right? And then we have Semmelweis, who's going to be coming in 1.6. She's running the roguelike, and she's a vampire. And I was like, whoa, totally not expected. I didn't expect it at all. And she's going to be mineral, right? So that's exciting. And I'll get into their kits. Don't worry, we're just going to get through the video because Gordon from Pridwin has helped out with some translations. And everything. So we have some new skins. We have a new tier of skin as well. So there's Mesmer Jr. there. We have Flannel skin, Voyager skin. Then we have Jessica skin. And what's really crazy, Jessica skin does change the abilities, the look and everything like that. It kind of reminded me of Utu that's seen there. I know it's the lighthouse, but it just looked like Utu. But this regular skin is crazy. It's a unique skin. It's a special skin, kind of like the A-Knight skin and everything like that. But it took it to a whole new level. I mean, her ult looks completely different. Like, it's a whole, like, scene. It's a whole animated scene here. It's wild. Absolutely wild. And I love it. And then we're getting updates on the older skins as well. They're getting an upgrade. We're also getting a new chapter upgrade, event for Lucy, event for Kankanya, and I think Semmelweis is being put in anecdotes. We're getting a that's where you can swap your BGMs. We're getting a new main story event where you can get Lorelai. She's another 5-star character coming, and then we're gonna have a roguelike permanent mode coming, 3 doors update. New Utu, obviously, and there goes Semmelweis and Eagle are having their anecdotes, which you can do, and you know they change those up. Raids, Hydra, the Isolde, and the Projection of Dreams boss, Wilderness updates. And then we're getting similar rewards to 1.6, where we're getting a temple and stuff. Semmelweis is free. She's gonna be a free 6-star character. Free Sotheby skin for the anniversary. So you get a 10 pull on Lucy's banner, and then you get 20 pulls throughout the whole patch. And we also get Matilda portrait. Not portrays, portray. And then we also get 500 to 10. We're getting some more extra stuff, right? And so just a lot of extra rewards. Really great patch. But let's talk about the characters, right? So let's go back to Lucy Goosey, bro. So I have in the Discord, yeah, we have some people who were working tirelessly to bring us some wonderful translations. So let's look at Lucy. All right, so from what was translated, again, stuff could get mixed up. Stuff could be maybe translated wrong. But typically when the community and we all translate, it's pretty close to the character. So take things with a grain of salt. Like something can change. But so the first insight, when the caster gains Moxie or when an ally gains Moxie or Eureka, gain a stack of electricity. When self or allies have gained an amount of electricity, gain technological revolution. I2, upon entering combat, increase crit rate. I3, after casting ultimate, the caster gains leader's influence and cast kinetic energy conservation once. When an enemy is defeated, gain a stack of electricity and data decryption, then cast kinetic energy conservation once. Bro, I literally told you, I was like, this looks like one of Gordon's or Obi-Wan's like fan-made kits, like, right? Like if you see anything, like this literally reminds me of that, where I'm just like, what the hell is going on? So she has a reaction to allies gaining Moxie Eureka, so that's interesting to me because like there's characters that help give that to people as well, like Vila and Ezra. So I'm wondering how that will go together. But Technological Revolution, at the start of the round, choose one of 3 incantations to sublimate. If all present incantations are sublimated, sublimate ultimate instead. Later influence, increase the damage advantage of allied afflatuses, which is wild. Data decryption, increased damage dealt, which is stackable. And kinetic energy conservation, mass attack deals reality damage to all enemies. Consume stack of electricity to gain penetration rate. If the target HP is below a certain percentage, this attack deals extra damage. After sublimation, this attack deals additional reality damage, ignores dodge, and will not counter trigger effects. So it just goes through stuff and there's no penalty to doing it, basically, if you have sublimation. Whereas, like, you know, there's sometimes where like on the robot boss, right, if you hit the AoE counter, you end up hurting yourself. This attack is like, nah, fam, you're good. So I know a lot of it doesn't make sense. When I get the character, a lot of it will make sense to you guys. And yes, we are getting the character, like, obviously. Skill 1, acceleration of mass. Single target attack deals reality damage. Consume stack of electricity to deal additional damage. After sublimation, mass attack deals reality damage to 2 enemies. Damage dealt is halved against the secondary target. Consumes half the amount of electricity. Right? So I believe they don't have the skill in here. Wait, here they do. Yeah, they do. So here's the first skill. Right? So it does that single attack. And let's go back. Skill 2, loaded guidance. Mass attack deals reality damage to 2 enemies. Consumes a certain amount of electricity to attack 1 additional target or inflict additional reality damage if fewer than 3 targets are present, which is crazy. So like as you get less units, it just does more damage, right? Which is like interesting. Not less, just 3. If it's fewer than 3, then it's fine. So if you're attacking 2, you're good. After sublimation, this attack deals extra Genesis damage based on caster's attack, consumes half the amount of electricity. So Hydra is gonna be up, and so we get to see the Genesis damage on this character. So that's exciting because now I get to show you guys Ezra. I get to show you guys the Genesis damage of 37. I get to show off Windsong, how she'll do. I get to show so many characters for Hydra because Hydra is literally the only raid boss where people have to get a specific character. So all of these are wonderful things. And this attack, I believe, is right here. So that's the mass attack. Looks really great, right? And the ultimate first stage self buff enters pragmatism Status: gain data decryption and equip charge bomb. Pragmatism: attacking any afflatus is considered advantage. Is considered an advantage. So basically, with her being like, for one, somebody was saying that like, yo, balance please gonna have to be amazing on her. The thing about balance please is I don't know if balance please will activate if you're using pragmatism, because pragmatism gives you the afflatus advantage. Now, I know she's gonna have her own psyche, but if balance please, like if you amped up balance please for your like your 6, your A night, maybe you're gonna use it on the soul day. If balance please still registers the fact that you're an intellect character or spirit character and you don't have an advantage and you get that damage dealt, and then you also get the advantage from your effect, that'll be wild. Will I test it? Yes, obviously. But that'll be wild if you can kind of double dip. Because you are intellect, you can use balance please, and then because of pragmatism, it's giving you an afflatus advantage, you could use that as well. That would be wild, wouldn't it? Like, obviously her psych cube's gonna be good, but for those of you who are like, I can't really max out a lot of psych cubes, that could be better for you, right? Anyways, charge bomb: before attacking, gain an amount of electricity. After sublimation, gain supercharge bomb instead. Supercharge bomb: gain additional electricity and gain additional moxie after casting ultimate, which is wild that you can get extra moxie. That means you can ult quicker and you could stay in this pragmatism form. So her kit, I know you're like reading this and you're like, what is this character? She looks like she will be strong. We just have to see what the values are, right? We don't have any values, but like literally the patch is coming out in like less than a week, bro. Like it's crazy. Like it's crazy that this patch is coming out soon. And I'm ready for it, bro. Like I'm going in for Lucy. She's limited. I went in for the last limited character. I like her design. I do. Now, I'm not like, like the others going clank, clank, clank in the comment section, but I do like her design. I like her kit. I like the way everything works. And let me make sure to show the ultimate. The ultimate looks amazing, guys. It looks so good. Like, I'ma be real, bro. I'ma be real. Joe's ult looks trash compared to Lucy's. I don't care what you say. Her ult looks trash, dog. Like, straight trash. So, Lucy as a limited character just looks amazing. Okay. Let's look at Kakanya. And I'm sorry, I know this video is probably longer than most, but I have to go over everything, bro. There was so much stuff, and I want to fit it all to one video. That way you guys don't have to watch like 6 whole videos like about like the same topic, right? So let's talk about Kakanya. So Kakanya is a plant character, right? She's going to be mental, unfortunately, because like they just dropped Vila, right? Like they literally just dropped Vila. But Kakanya, this is draft. Insight, psychoanalysis. A percentage of damage dealt to allies is instead dealt to Kakanya. Kakanya's damage taken will be stored as empathy, and empathy is capped at a percentage of Kakanya's max HP. When empathy reaches its max value, she no longer takes damage for allies. Basically, she has a let's just say she has a bar that's storing again like damage that she takes. She takes too much, she can't do anything more, so you have to make sure that you release that. That way she can still take damage from allies, basically. 2, increases max HP, so another max HP scaling character, which I'm always down for. When empathy reaches a certain percentage of Kakanya's max HP, heal all allies for a percentage of Kakanya's max HP. This also activates after Kakanya takes a certain amount of damage. When healed, deal damage to all enemies based on the current amount of empathy, and it's not a follow-up attack, Gordon was saying. So what's really interesting is that she's scaling off of max HP. In my head, because I'm an Ezra lover, I'm already thinking, okay, what's her psyche going to be? Is it going to be something that's buffing max HP, and will Ezra be able to use it? I know, side note, but like I'm always thinking that with the HP scaling character. So how's this going to buff my boy Ezra? And technically, Ezra could go with her because like she's going to be taking a lot of damage as a support. But we'll have to see like how good her healing is for herself if she's going to be taking all that damage. Skill 1, repeat examination, single target mental damage, deals additional damage based on amount of empathy. So as she's taking more damage, so you want to put this in where like you guys are taking consistent damage is where you want to use Kakanya, because she will help out. Like, so if you're getting hit hard, maybe Gold in the Cave where you get hit really hard, maybe like a like an Utu situation, the new roguelike, I could see her working really well. Skill 2, single target buff, restores a certain percentage of max HP. When used on allies, the caster loses a percentage of their max HP and applies psychic comfort to the target, which increases the attack by a percentage of the amount of empathy at the time of its application, which seems like it's going to be a decent attack buff. We don't really have attack buffers in the game. Like 37 gives an attack buff with their ult, but we don't really have like an on-demand, like just skill attack buff a lot of times. So this is really interesting. And so on herself, it'll restore HP, and on allies, she'll, like, I guess, just give them a buff, or would she also heal them? Because I'm not exactly sure from this, but I could be missing out. Well, it says restores a certain percentage of max HP, so like maybe it also heals the allies, but I don't know. The ultimate single target damage consumes all MP to deal extra Genesis damage, starts recording all allied damage taken this round with Super Ego. Super Ego at the end of the round restores this percentage of damage taken. So she does Genesis damage. Obviously, we're going to test her with Hydra. And what this is telling me is that we're possibly getting some supports that can help you use like just different teams on Hydra, which is good, because having 37 as the only Genesis damage character sucks, but also having 37 as the only Genesis damage character gave her a lot more praise than like it, and I'll admit my mistake, it allowed me to give more praise to 37 than what she needed, because I was literally like, well, is Winsong really a must pull if like she can't even beat her own raid? Which, like, everyone's point is right, like there's more content than raids, but raids is our hardest content. So like anything else, like Winsong just blows it up, but so does like other characters. But you know, I digress. So that is Kakanya. She's gonna be a like tankier, like healer, support, but she's still single target. Like I feel like she doesn't conflict with Vila. I feel like making her plant was just weird. Like, why didn't you just make her like a mineral support, since she like honestly fits with like Eternity and other characters who like lower health, like over there with like Semmelweis. But I don't know. Like it just, I don't like the plant. She was the least impressive to me. Because I'm like, bro, we just got Vila. Like, and you're putting technically, like, people are going to put this as another healer. Even though she's like a Genesis damage support that lowers damage you take, and maybe content's getting harder, but I don't see it. I just don't see it right now. But let's look at her abilities real quick, right? I think she looks decent, like if you've seen her in the story, but most of you haven't even seen her yet. So, but these are her skills. And I knew she wouldn't be intellect, but I don't know. She could have been something else. She could have been like just something else, bro. So this is her first skill. No, this is her ultimate skill. They're not showing all the skills. Yeah, her ultimate looks kind of crazy though. I was like, whoa. I think her skill is only on the live stream. It'd be a lot to scroll through all of that. So this is Semmelweis, right? So let's go ahead and look at hers. Now, her design, Semmelweis' design, I love, but her kit was something also I was just like, but she's free, so it doesn't matter, right? So insight, blood drinking habit. Upon entering combat, lose a percentage of current HP and gain an amount of moxie, which means she gets her ult quicker, right? Second one, increase damage dealt upon entering combat. Third, after casting ultimate, lose a certain amount of current HP and gain an amount of moxie. While the caster is still in this state at the end of the round, automatically cast Reveal the Truth. Reveal the Truth, deal reality damage. Skill 1, single target reality damage. Lose a certain amount of current HP to deal additional reality damage, which is similar to what Eternity does. Skill 2, single target buff. Apply new blood to the target. Increase the damage dealt of all allies for an amount of turns. New blood increases crit rate. Ultimate AoE buff. All allies lose a certain amount of current HP. open the Blood Red City domain for a certain amount of rounds. The caster enters the wild state for a certain amount of turns. Blood Red City allies take reduced damage when attacking, lose a certain amount of current HP to deal additional damage. There is a limit to this. So this is the domain where you lose HP to do damage. So they showed her off in the live stream. They showed some of her skills. They showed her off with Ezra because everyone's like taking extra damage, which made me happy, obviously, because like everyone's going to be reducing their health to do extra damage. But I'm like, that's fine. I'll take that sacrifice. But it looks great. Like, this looks amazing. So, they also paired her with like Eternity and stuff like that. So that was really interesting. But she's like a buffer that increases damage dealt, gives crit rate to a single target unit, and puts a domain out. So she's probably going to be like she's probably going to be more of like a niche character for a different team, but what we're getting is different teams is what matters, right? So this is a different mineral team. And there's a limit to how much, I guess, additional HP attacks you can get. So we'll have to see. But we obviously want to maximize the amount of moxie that we can get to spam the Blood Red City, though, still. So I am curious about her. But those are the 3 characters that we're getting, right? And they're looking amazing. They're looking absolutely amazing. And I think that the patch is going to be really good leading up to 2.0. I think it's a really good anniversary patch. Could they have done more? Sure. Yes. But they're being safe. They're not doing too much. That way they're setting a example or an expectation, I mean, that like, oh, we should be getting this. Like, they're giving us decent amount of rewards, new character. Oh, I completely forgot about I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about Lorelai. Here we go. 5-star. Insight. Ode to the Heart. I1, at the beginning of the round, depending on the type of incantation most present in your hand, one of the following effects will occur. Attack. If you have more attack incantations, ally damage dealt is increased. If you have more buff incantations, you get extra crit rate. If you have debuffs, you get extra damage. You get damage taken reduced. The second insight, crit rate increases upon entering combat. Insight 3, after using ultimate, if you crit, return amount of moxie. That's literally all we know. But she's a 5-star that's coming out. So that's all in my Discord. I didn't show it because it was not a lot. But so we're getting 4 characters and 1.9, and then it gets me excited for 2.0. What we're gonna do, we could see new stuff, we could see more. But I think it's really good. For their I think the R99 fans over in CN will be really happy, which is gonna show really happy growth. For global, I think it gets people excited for newer characters. And like, I mean, we have now 2 limited characters from global perspective to look out for. And as I was telling people, like, yo, like, don't freak out, just focus on the limited characters and you get whoever you want in between, which I'll make another video talking about that actually, right? So, but anyways, guys, hope you stayed. Hope you liked the information that I gave. Leave a comment down below. What character do you think will be your favorite? Like, what character are you most excited for? And if you're super excited for Lucy, like, let me see some clanks in the comment section. If you're excited for Kakanya, I don't know, drop a mirror or some glasses. If you're excited for Semmelweis, look for a bat or something like that, you know? Show your support for the 3 characters. Oh, and Lorelai, I don't know. She's going to be a star character. I don't know anything about her. But anyways, guys, y'all have a good one. Look, it looks out.